In my journey of understanding Edge, components is one of the key features we need to learn. Components are sections or blocks that can be reused throughout the website, where the styling, but also the HTML structure is managed in one place. It's really amazing to understand, and I will show you what we built during a live stream after a word of our sponsor. The sponsor for this video is EtchWP Codebox, the all-in-one code snippets plugin that allows you to manage your code snippets. When using Elementor, I need to use some kind of CSS to create sections for the classes. A really quick example. When I build out this website, I want the spacing between each section to be the same. To manage that in a very easy way, we need to have a class. I created a class called section to be able to do that. Now, adding the classes in the customizer or in the plugin of Elementor itself will make sure that it can be removed or even changed by the user itself on accident or maybe on purpose. And that's where EtchWP Codebox comes in, because you can add CSS inside EtchWP Codebox, and they have a really smart way of creating a plugin from the snippet itself. And that's why I really love EtchWP Codebox. Now, if you want to check out EtchWP Codebox, there will be a link in the description down below. And again, thank you for sponsoring this video. Now let's have a look at what we created during a live stream. It's a card component. It's very simple setup. And what we can do, and that's the advantage of the cards, is that you can select one and then change the name. As you can see, it changes on this one. We can change it on this one as well, just to have a different kind of text being in there. But maybe the card's a little bit too tall and we want to change that. What we can do is go to edit component and then open up a component, and here we have an aspect ratio and we can make it smaller. So for instance 4:5 or maybe 4:4, and then you see that they all get a different look and feel. So that's the advantage of a component, that the information can change but the design stays the same, which can be very handy. If we are using the cards on different pages, then you can reuse the cards design, but also the initial setup on every place. And when you change the design in one place, it changes for all the places. This also counts for if I want to add a link in there. Now, I didn't do that this time around. So what we can do now is select our H2 tag and put an A tag in there, and select on the other side the A tag as well. And then for the href, we can say that it needs to be a hashtag which links to nothing. Then we can create a new property. We can say that it's text. The property name will be URL, and we copy the key and then paste it in here. We need to add curly brackets because else it doesn't work. And now we've added a different property. If we hit save and exit, we can see that we now have a property called URL, and we can add the URL on each specific card. But how do you create these kinds of cards and components? Well, that's pretty easy. Let's just do it right now. We will add another section. In that section, we have our card. We don't want to repeat that card. We want it to be designed once and then be reused every time we have it, right? So we can say this is this is the featured container. So we can call it featured, and this is inner, and this is our card. Inside of card, we want also to have a heading, a little bit text, and a button, and maybe an image as well on top of everything to be an icon or something like that. And then what we need to do is right click and create BAM classes so that we are able to style it. And as we can see, card is already used. So let's not use card, but create BAM classes from this one. Let's see that we need to remove all the classes right here because we don't need that. And that's what happens sometimes, right? If this is the first time working with a tool, or you haven't worked much with it, then you can make mistakes, is what happens. For the last link, I want it to be I think this is great actually how it looks right now. for our heading, this needs to be an H3. We can double press it to make it an H3, and as we can see, it's definitely reflected right here. For our card, I want to style a little bit it, so have a little bit of padding of dash space of medium. If I remember correctly, there's also an ACS style where you can say card, but I guess my memory leaves me behind a little bit. Then we add a gap of 2 space S, so that we have some small spacing around here as well. Then we can add a background color of black or dark, if I remember correctly, or black. Yep, we can do that. And we can change the color to be white. And now we have a simple card setup. I also want to change the border radius to finish it up and make a little bit of a nice look and feel. Border radius medium. Nope, that doesn't seem to exist. I don't know what the ACS value is, so we just changed it up a little bit by typing it ourselves. Ooh, this looks ugly. This looks a little bit better. Still not the best, but it's what it is. Then when you are happy with how you designed the card, you right click the card itself and you see here create a component. This is the very easy way to do so. Then you have created a component, a card component, and what we can do right here is to add different properties. We can add a text, and because that's this one, we want to add another text. That's the text right here. Then we want another text, that's the button, and we need another text for the URL on the button. And then we need to add an image, because the image needs to be changed as well, of course. Then we can just populate it by pressing this target icon that sits right here, and then press what we want to replace. This is a little bit of an oopsie because we didn't set any names for it. So the first one will be a title, the next one will be a piece of text, then we have a button text, then we have the link, and then we have the image. So in here we see the props new 4, but this needs to be changed to props image right now because we have changed it. Then we can select the target and use it like this to target all the elements that we do have already. And for our button, we need to go into the button itself and we need to change the href right here. What we can do is go to the copy key, and then we can easily copy the URL that we want to use and paste it right in. And we need to add the curly brackets. So let's do that real quick. Now we have the curly brackets. So now it is a nice link that can be used in a component. So when you hit save, you have saved the component and we can exit. Now, if we go down here and we look at our card, we can make changes. Hello world, look at that. We have created something. As you can see, it's easier to now change the properties of it instead of using HTML and CSS, which can be daunting if you're not used to doing this, right? We have the properties for the HTML as well. We can see that right here, but you don't want to give access to that to your customers or whatever. So this is easier to work with. You can say to the person, all right, here you have the fields you need to fill in to make this card work in the way you want to. We can say text. This is amazing. Subscribe, please. Clicks. Push the button is a nice button name. And the link will be http://taggies.review. If you ever want to see my website, that's the website. And then we can select an image. We can use the logo image. That's fine. And we see that the image is right there. So now we have created a card. And if we duplicate it, we see nothing because it is duplicated below. So let's change our div inner to be a display grid, because I like to learn more about grid. By the way, if you want to see me more of me struggling with using grid, then subscribe, because I will be doing that during the live streams more and more. For the grid, what was it called? Area. No, these are grid templates. Template columns. I want this to be a 3-column layout, so we can say repeat, so that it does repeat. And repeat is a function, so we want to say how many times this needs to be repeated. 3 times of 1fr. And look at that, we have that set up pretty nice. I see that we have used featured somewhere, because we have some design right here. And I guess that's for this section. So that's a little bit of oopsie right there. So what we can do is remove it. And then we can call, oops, damn, everything breaks. Press Ctrl Enter, then add in a different class. So like featured 2, looks fun, looks nice. And now everything is from left to right and not taking up everything. And if we press the other card, we can change it again. Amazing what we can do. And that's basically it. This is how simple it is to create a card and a component for a card. You can create a quick design, then have a reusable card elements. That way you change the design, it will change everywhere. And that's something that WordPress by default also has, is called patterns. It doesn't have the flexibility that Etch gives with using HTML and CSS directly. That's what I really love about Etch. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. And if you want to see me struggling a little bit with creating cards and this grid setup, then watch this live stream next. And as always, keep designing.